Oh
it's
boy.
still
No, could be that
it
the
still
characters
needs
are
to.
turning.
Yeah, no, we haven't done the one-shot thing, which I'll need to get with Araxis on
Yeah, I know.
eventually.
Yeah, I know.
But another day. I'll just be listening in. Flashbang.
Flashbang, he disappeared. Oh, there you go. Oh, boy. Fellas, lads, welcome to session 26. Is it 26? Or am I stupid? Session
I
26.
fucking hate the ads.
Is it
I
26?
am war.
26, right?
I
26?
like the fact that you hit. I like the fact that you hit Farron's face for now.
Yeah, I know.
You just see the stats there?
Yeah, just don't worry about it. Just a very average dwarf seeking glory. Man, okay. Oh god.
Average glory dwarf.
Session 26 Arena Pagarino. Clap, clap, clap. So
One day I'm going to learn your style of dark speech. One day.
no, my dark speech is always involving and degrades over time.
Yeah, it's definitely degrading. It's not aging.
Exactly.
Actually, it is aging, but kind of like
It's
milk.
aging like fine milk.
Exactly.
Yes.
The finest milk, like the blue Star Wars milk, you know? Good, good.
I remember the creature that it comes out of.
Yeah. So, with that being said, then I gotta ask you a simple question. The same question I ask every single fucking week. Are you ready to begin?
No.
Well, that's too bad. I guess we're starting anyway. So, my good people, my good fellow paladins. Well, after successfully looting in the cool little settlement of Soberline out of its riches, you decide to make south towards Boulder Splitter, because that's one of the items you need apparently for Tarumak's grand quest that he has bestowed upon you. Wandered through the night, realized that you got stalked by some entity, realized that it was the cat, completely out of character and extremely angry at all of you that you basically left her behind. But your turn that you decided that you wanted to make to Krugs failed as you basically passed by Gallus throughout the night. And eventually, by the morning, somewhere around 9ish, you made it to Rockstone and basically passed out and slept, recuperated, and decided to head towards Boulder Splitter. At least that was the plan. As everybody slept, woke up, some, decided to just, stretch your legs, do your usual mundane stuff. Nathan got to interact with the cat and potentially one of its parents. Which was a bit of a interesting development, but at the very least you got to pet it. As ominous it felt. Thumbs up. You're going somewhere in the world, Nathan. Congratulations.
For fuck's sake.
Alternatively, our boy Farron, the glory-seeking paladin that he is, decided to ask for aid from Trugmar, and the voice beckoned him and offered him a challenge to prove himself. Farron, being Farron as he is, took that challenge with just the fullest joyous heart of a glory-seeking paladin, the best glory-seeking paladin there is. And he got basically, well, thrown somewhere. Something transpired. Trials of mythical proportion for some. For some, probably Farron at the moment, are now nothing but trivial. Farron got spit back out where he was. Left behind with incredible power, new appearance, and a bag, a black bag from Zircon. I would like everybody except for Farron roll me a d20. Like good people.
Okay. Sounds reasonable.
Oh boy. So you know.
Wow.
So Britt, Nathan, you basically around this time you were just chilling with a cat, watching it. Oh god, it's exclamation point. Not slash Chadwick, don't worry.
We won't judge you too hard.
Yeah. So, basically, Britt and Nathan being around the inn that you basically inhabited to rest before heading out to, before heading out to Boulder Splitter. In Farron's room, all of a sudden there's a crack, as if not like an explosion took off or something. Something painful, wall shattering happened, but all of a sudden his walls, doors, and everything around started to steam. Nathan, you noticed because you basically live wall away, and you basically hear this thud. And all of a sudden, the side of the wall just starts to steam and gather a bunch of vapor on your side. While Britt, you were basically walking by, I don't know, getting food or whatnot, because it's been 8 hours since you slept, and you just walk by Farron's room, and you just see fucking white fumes go out as you feel this, almost like a sauna coming out of it.
It's like, oh, shit, not again.
Fairy bathtub stream.
The TMI. My beaver.
I'll approach the door as well, basically behind Brit, sword drawn.
Okay. Would you knock? Would you also, Farron?
Oh,
at this point,
effectively kicking open the door.
oh, you kick the door. It's locked. You hear a thud. You roll me a strength check.
Second. Just a pure strength check.
Yeah, pure strength.
You can do it.
Time to punch the
13.
door.
So, Farron, from your perspective, you find the black bag of holding, a mirror that you don't possess, and you look upon yourself. You see yourself, red-skinned, eyes glaring in fury, righteous fury, and everything just kind of feels burning and scalding, but there's immense power to it. As you kind of look and try to touch yourself, all of a sudden you hear a thud through the door, and then another thud.
My
Nathan,
place!
Then-
Would you stop kicking the door?
Farron,
Ah,
open up.
give me a moment. I haven't brushed my beard yet. Bloody hell.
Farron doesn't seem to be aware of the steam. as Farron, looking at the mirror, props up and fixes his beard. He looks at the question. Did Zorkon leave a bag with the items in it, or was just the items on the table?
No, there's a bag. You don't know what's inside the bag.
Yeah, I just take that, put it to my side, and brush my beard quickly. Not as great as I always do, but
Yeah.
the comb seems to kind of be resisting extra hard this time. Who knows why? And I walk over to the door and open it.
Blazes! Could have just knocked politely. You're gonna splinter. You're gonna have to pay for that.
So,
I'm effectively
Hell-
standing in battle stance.
Are you
Sure. Okay, before
Are
you
you
say,
starting a fire in there then?
okay, no,
No,
I've
as
already
he,
just-
I've opened the door.
as he
Give it a
opens the
moment here.
door, you basically see this. You see a literal, seemingly, you don't know if his flesh is burned. There's just pure muscle now, or he has been somewhere so extremely hot. As you see Farron look like he's less of a dwarf, more of a cross between a dwarf and a molten giant. There's immense heat radiating off him, but not because it was on fire, but there's something fiery that is not fire, as if his own rage or seeking out glory manifested into an appearance.
Hayden has not put down the sword.
Just looks at you expectantly.
Oh.
So,
What
Hey,
happened in there?
And why
Huh?
are you on fire?
Not on fire. Just a bit ashy.
he kind of rubs his...
Just utter disbelief.
Anyways, if all you're done is come and complain,
Shuts the door.
Do you lock the door?
Can you do that?
It's not locked. He didn't seem interested in that. It's just goes just with a thud.
Are we just gonna stand there dumbfounded?
In the mind of Saloon, forgive me for this. I'm going to jam, 1 second, Britain the Eldest into, like, the gap between the lock and the door and the frame.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to like, you didn't lock it again, right?
No, you didn't.
No, it's not locked. You can open
Okay,
it.
in that case, that's a lot easier. Then I'll just storm into the room.
You see Farron fixing up his beard properly and hair now.
You have not answered the question. What happened?
well, you can wait for story time at breakfast.
Mind you, it's
It's
about
fair.
it's about
Breakfast-
4 in the evening. Yeah, it's 4 in the...
Baron,
Well,
when we're talking about a breakfast story, we're talking about something peculiar you saw in the day, not something that looks like it could be a terrible plague of demonic possession. Or whatever happened to you.
I kind of seems somewhat irritated. He seems a bit more peeved than he normally is by your thing, but he seems to relent as he goes on, finishes it, and
Yes.
brushes himself off.
Oh, you're looking at a chosen of Tarumak and the chosen of Trugmar.
Trugmar?
Aye, once in a while. Not sure how frequent. I don't know, it depends on. He takes on a few of his followers, shoves them in an arena, has them kill each other, and whoever survives gets the power. So, naturally, I killed an abomination from the hills, fought on a giant dragon lich, whatever the hell that was, and killed a kobold lich. After that, the others had already died from the conflict, so it was... Usually Farron's the one to hype up a story. But he seems rather nonchalant about this. Clearly, he's not in the mood to talk about it at the moment. He seems to be gathering himself a bit.
We'll talk about this later. Nathan leaves the room.
Are you sure everything's all right?
He looks in the mirror, little mirror he has, and then nods.
Then we will discuss it later. But we should be
Who
heading off soon.
Alright, I'll need a moment. I got some shinies to handle.
as you see him start to open up a bag you're not familiar with.
Okay. I will, if Britt would like to stay, I would like Farron to roll me 5d 10,000.
5d 10,000.
Oh God.
7,000, 7,000, 5,000.
Oh
shady.
God. Okay. So the first thing you draw is a simple long sword that at first looks like it's just made of simple, very good iron or maybe even steel, but the blade seems to be made of jade and is hundreds of engravings. Does anybody know Sylvian in the room?
Don't think anyone here does. However, I do have divine weapon master.
Or what?
Can I tell the properties of the item?
Depends on what type you
Oh,
chose.
I did take hammer. Sorry,
Yeah,
this is a
so
short
yeah,
sword.
yeah,
You're right
this
about
is-
that.
Yeah. So, second item you draw is a shield. And as you draw it, it's one wide, almost a kite shield. As in, it is a square. It's elongated to window square. And as you draw it, it is fully silver. And it's incredibly light. It's as light as a dinner plate. You can see your reflection clearly, and everybody else is in the room. God. Then the third item that you draw is just a simple worn leather belt.
Yep.
But
I take it, look at my pants.
when you grab the belt, there is something unnatural about it to the point that you feel the urge to kneeling while you have it in your hand.
Put that down.
Then you find a smoldering orb of shadow, as almost like a crystal ball, no bigger than an eye, but no bigger than say an egg. And it feels smooth, glassy, and it gives off this not aura, but almost like a trail of shadow. You don't know what that is at the least. And then you find one nice polearm seemingly made fully out of platinum and has a bunch of highlights on the handle and basically the blunt sides of the blade of gold.
He kind of nods. Okay, I'm going to do two things here.
Yeah.
I am going to use one of my feats given spell, and I am going to cast Detect Magic. And
Well, the jade sword reeks of necromancy. Same as with the little shiny orb, small glassy orb.
this is from Zorkon. Kind of expected.
The polearm radiates a minor enchantment. The shield, incredible divination and enchantment spells. But the belt. Can you roll me a wisdom saving throw?
Yes, I can. Cries.
You should be able to.
You never know. 20.
20.
That
Can you
was
roll
not
me an
an-
insight
I'll take
check?
the nat. Yes.
You
So close to being so much worse.
There's something that almost twilights your mind as you peer into the belt. You wanna kneel, bow down, submit your life to the belt. Not as in take your own life, but serve the belt. And you have no clue why, but you fade away. But the notion fades away moments after.
I put that in the bag. We're gonna keep that in the dimensional pocket for now. Literally, Farron when he gets the belt. With that said, can I make I don't know if it's a smithy check or an arcana check to kind of identify what the shield does?
Roll me an Arcana check.
Got it. I can do that for you. Just to make sure this is all good. That's a 36.
Ooh, Jesus Christ! Now we go to the high rolls where you can do anything else. You don't know its exact properties, but you assume it is magical. Clearly, extremely light. So it is silvery. Appearance is more than it's shown, and you don't know why, but you feel like this is something a celestial wields, or wielded, or well, possibly even crafted.
Fitting.
So probably good against demons. That's your first like beads, probably.
Yep, I am going. Since we don't have too much time before we head out, I'm just going to attune to that item, and then the others will have to wait. But I will be messing with those later.
You're gonna tune to how many items?
Shield.
Oh, the shield.
The shield only for now because we're kind of short on like character time here. I'll have more time as we go across.
Sure. So, my good people, technically what you did before we left off is come to this place, realize why this town exists to begin with, got yourself some food made by Britt, went to bed, and basically woke up. So, what'd you like to do?
I will be finding the rest of the group. And... or at least, like, try to. So I assume... well, Theron shared a room with Arthur. I shared a room with Dagger, so Dagger would be first on the list.
For what?
Just a heads up. Theron got changed overnight. Like, I'm not talking about just clothes or new armor. I'm talking some divine or demonic influence.
Oh, you're saying this is Dagger?
Yes.
Okay. I'm sorry, that was too much at once. What happened?
Farron doesn't look like the Farron.
You're in
we're
the
used
other room.
Okay, I'm worried now. Goes to the other room.
Goes to check on Farron.
He's chilling
Rick,
out
you
with his
weren't
shield
in
right
that
now.
conversation. You were in Farron's room, if I recall correctly.
I think Britt said she was going to leave. I don't know if she
yeah.
actually physically left.
I did.
Okay.
In that case, I didn't hear that. Sorry.
Looks over at this small fiery man. Ooh. Okay, he's too
Goodness,
small.
you could have knocked.
Sorry.
I'm focusing right now. See you. Darn
While you're talking, just creeps away like.
Close the door.
Just comes back just to close the door, then leaves. Just goes past Nathan again. Maybe I should take up drinking. Or relax on the waffles. I had a lot that time. I'm gonna
Dagger
go
me
rest.
adjusting his diet.
I'm gonna go rest. Oh, wait a second. I'm gonna go take a walk. Yeah, I'm just gonna go take a walk. Just clear my head from this tiny fire giant. Just in the...
Tiny fire giant. I like that.
Okay. So what you realize something
Just finishing
is,
that sentence. Just don't walk off too far. I'm not entirely sure as to how long we'll be here until we have to continue traveling.
Okay, there's one thing that I need to tell you about this. So, Farron is not like burning. He's not. He is. He looks like fire, but he does not exude fire. When you get close to him, you feel warm. You feel this heat coming off him. But he looks like burning. That isn't burning. I do wanna. Nathan, keep that fucking picture. Listen. Keep that picture and then wait until the end of the campaign. Oh man. Anyway.
Farron, you're fire!
Well, now we can take that one group photo and put Farron in the middle, so not because he is now the fire.
With that said, unless anything amazing happens after the fact, I mean, I don't know what Chadwick's up to at the moment. But I will finish the attunement and head downstairs.
Yeah, I suppose I would be waking up in the same room as my dragon girl. I don't think we slept together last night, did we? You and me?
Oh, the rooms were separated differently.
Yeah.
I got stuck with someone. I'm not sure who, but they left the room before I did because I kind of I went back for prayer. That's why I was in that room.
Oh boy. But yeah, what would you like to do as you're now, you're back, you're here, you're present.
Hungry.
Hungry. Oh no. Okay. To tell that you having glares, Farron, from passerbys is a fucking understatement.
Question. Can I just feeling hyped up? I just had one of the battles of my lifetime. I'm going to I want to look as badass as possible in walking. Can I roll a performance?
Good luck on convincing.
Sure.
Baron, good luck convincing people that you're a paladin of. Good luck convincing people you're a paladin. Just to the line.
Man, I don't know how I feel about this. I enjoy this, but I don't know how I feel about this. Oh boy.
The swag of a 32.
Wait a minute, isn't this the second time you rolled twice?
God.
Quite literally.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
He's a bit powerful now.
Hey, don't regret it now. You're the one who gave it to him.
Oh no, I'm not. But you all know that at the end of the game, there's a reason why you're so buffed.
Yeah.
You're not exactly gonna find something very easy. Anyway, my boy.
I guess when I finally wake up, I will once again try and pray to Shanti for safe travel and the ability to protect my family.
Oh God. And roll a D100. God. as you know, you're doing the prayer, there's a chuckle somewhere in your mind, and then you realize it's the fucking blade.
Mm.
Try me, bitch.
It doesn't say anything, but it chuckles almost out of mockery to you.
Hey, buddy, you hungry again?
The chuckling ends as it goes a bit.
Not sure how much I can feed you. I think today we're mostly doing running around, but I'll see what I can do.
me an insight check.
Let me double check my insight real quick.
Let's see.
Sorry, loading slow over here.
Will he be successful? Will he be successful? Successful? Yes. He can't
Yeah.
roll. He's sort of, he's it's wobbly now. Time's up. Over. What's that?
Chadrick, roll insight.
There.
I believe in you.
All of my shit,
Do we
all of my shit
believe-
is frozen.
Pain. Oh, I see you chatting now. Did it?
There.
You did it! Let's go!
Yeah, let's see how.
Funny.
Ooh. As the chuckling continues after his sentence, all of a sudden you hear something unusual. As the chuckling all of a sudden becomes almost loose, as if it kind of becomes distant, but still very prevalent. As you kind of turn to your side, you basically see to your right, over your right shoulder. Second, why is it not showing? God fucking damn it. There you go. Found it. There you go. You see a cool little entity that seems to be hollowed out, treant, human, both.
Oh, Groot, what have they done to you?
Just chuckling to itself, looking down onto the ground as if he heard a good joke.
And do I see it actually standing there, or is it like floating over my shoulder?
It seems to be standing there, but you can see clearly that it's not there, as there's no shadow cast by it from the sun. It seems to be looking down at the ground, ever so slightly quivering, but also chuckling to itself.
And it's the same laugh that I was hearing from the sword.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nice to finally put a face to it. So, I guess we're, now that I can actually see you. Are you able to help me
The chuckle
save these people?
ends. It stares down at its feet. Its hands extend. And then it looks at you. And this creature doesn't have a mouth. Its facial features are basically devoid and shattered. But you see pieces twist and turn as roots and bark seem to make it into some sort of depraved smile. As it raises its hands towards you, and almost trying to scream, goes, "But of course!" It immediately goes over itself and starts scoffing. And then it all dissipates into white fog. And just into nothing. Vanishing.
As a creature of the Fae, how freaked out do I feel about this?
You can roll me a
Thing.
religion check.
All right, that will be perfect straight roll. Love it.
Straight roll. Oh god.
18.
You might realize that the way the blade acts, it's not because of, genuine hatred, but because maybe it's deserved hatred for something or someone. Maybe there is a thing that this thing might be living inside your blade, or is the blade itself, but there's probably more shocking to know that somebody probably made him that. And that probably is the Fae.
Yeah. With that, I'll almost sort of hug my sword and be like, "We're gonna get through this together, buddy. I'll make you better."
Make us whole. Oh god. Anyway, so what would you like to do?
I can fix him,
I
guys.
can fix it. Oh no.
With that, I guess I'll go for my morning run until someone decides to stop me, or if my girl wants to come with me, she can ride too.
Oh boy.
Who's riding who now?
Well,
Oh,
I
boy.
guess I'll just pull Farron aside just a little bit since he's now done, and ask him more in details what happened.
All right. So like, wait. All right. So at this point, right, Britt, did you make food?
Yes, food has been made.
Bob, yum. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, you guys, it's very obvious. Baron is just walking down with all the confidence of the world, perhaps even more than normal.
So,
Does not.
So, first question: how did this happen, and how did you get roped into it?
What you? All right. So it all began, right, as I told you earlier, at the aspect, the pinnacle of our destiny, and I look at the heart as well. I prayed. I asked for speed on our journey, and Dorkon and therefore Tugvar heard my call. I was whipped about by a phantom chain, pulled through a portal to face immeasurable foes. One by one, they introduced themselves, none grander than myself, of course, but a fiery dwarf, a man of the Empire, and little thing lizard. Anyway, the first battle announced was against an unspeakable horror, a creature of fires and burning souls from the pits of hell himself. I could not touch the creature, it was too hot, but I knew well enough that the ground made of obsidian would make a perfect weapon. So I swung my hammer and impaled it from a distance, weakening it greatly before one of the others nicked the last blow. Throwing the concentration of a birdman out in the chamber, and the creature disappearing with a flash of Zircon's magic. Next up, he interrupts you. Was a dragon.
Okay. Passive perception from Brett. Everybody in the tavern and in the proximity is kind of listening, and people are listening to this little thing speak.
Bad enough he's making a scene from just existing. He's now going into story.
Yeah.
After seeing the travesties that they were willing to pull out the challenges, I had hardened my heart even further. They were all ready for the fight. An undead dragon pulled from the very ribcage of Doran himself was summoned onto the field. The creature that spawned forth was an undead machination. A dragon, but not just any dragon. An undead dragon. The bones rattling with arcane magic, necromancy in origin. I saw it and I knew
after the first breath attack that I could not take many blows from such travesty. So I took my hammer, I took my legs, and I ran with all due haste, climbed the beast, mounted its head, and after long and hardship, fought it to its death. After stumbling upon only one of the contenders, laid bare to survive to see the end of my glorious battle, as the dragon had wiped the floor with many. It was the little lizard, but lizard no more he was, as he was covered in dark necromantic magics, a lich, hidden by an innocent disguise. Pissed upon my great achievements, he went to strike me, firing plethoras of miniature projectiles undodgeable to even the gods. I took it like a man, charged forth, and struck him down before he had any more chance to use his dark magics. After such a victory, Durkon and the Trugmar himself came to congratulate my victory and blessed me with the power. And henceforth, I am a chosen of Trugmar and a chosen of Tarumak. He waits for applause.
Just the people around
Can
him.
you roll me
People
D100?
dare. Do people dare to applaud?
Roll me D100.
Sure. 9, no one's
Oh
listening.
my god.
Oh no.
Holy shit.
No.
Okay, where's everybody else compared? Like,
Time for another trial. Let's go.
I'm currently up in the room where the cat is, writing that note that we will be departing soon.
Okay, yeah. Chadwick is from the run. Dagger, you're also somewhere, right? Around.
Yeah. Sure.
Chadwick, you're basically the one who notices that, you walked out of the tavern, some people, looking at your boy. I guess you heard that, you come back, you see the fucking street where the tavern is now full of people. And all of a sudden, everybody fucking kneels. Someone one knee, someone two knees, hands up in the air as they all notice you, Farron. You have been seen by these people.
Oh god.
Ushers whispers of a chosen of Trugmar. Some gossips amidst the people of who is he? Is he back? Is the rumors true? Basically, you have about 60 to 50 people from all ages basically worshipping you.
It's the start of the
Brett,
family.
there is kind of this unsettling sensation about this.
Yeah. She's going to say Zircon and Trugmar. Is there anyone else there?
Oh, there was quite a few people there. Several gods, honestly. It was quite the spectacle. They were very
Except for gods?
Right, those more to tell, of course. But some parts are best kept in private ears.
Kind of gives you a look.
Yeah, it's like, well, I mean, while I'm going to go gather everyone up before we head out. Maybe you should entertain them again with
Oh my god.
another.
Don't die. He
Another.
nods.
Give hoof.
You seem to have quite the crowd. I'll go find Chadwick.
Oh my god.
As you see kind of like a sparkle of magic as I cast Enhanced Ability Charisma.
Oh no.
And
Oh my god.
You can't literally tell anything to these fucking people and they fucking gonna.
yeah,
Oh,
and
no.
so I talk about Trugmar's really back. I tell them about other stories about killing the Baron before I was even blessed by the god's power.
Roll me a performance check. Can you? And here's the thing that you see as you're telling the tale. There's one individual. Notice, all of a sudden, as if coming into your vision. Brit was walking out, basically. Everybody's basically, fully into you. One individual, basically next to the exit or entrance to the inn, leaning against the wall, you see Elena staring at you. As your glance exchange, she gives out a smile.
He nods. Farron is very very gloaty this moment, but there's a momentary shift of just genuine pleasure at that expression. Before he goes back to the crowd, and I will await Brit's return. Oh, by the way, a 23 in the performance. Oh goodness.
There.
Alright.
Yes, I be taking the.
It's
Have
not
you
too
gathered
hard
our
to
party,
find
Brit?
Chadwick, I'm telling you that much.
Oh yeah.
Well, she has the sending stone, so she can beep beep beep. Well, actually,
Beep beep.
now she does because we're the little people.
Yeah. Oh, so sending Chadwick. Chadwick, we're about ready to get off. Head out. Please come back.
But you said I wasn't even all that far from seeing that crowd of people anyway. Right? So I'll like walk around the corner and just look at them.
Oh, there you are. Huh, that wasn't that bad. Oh, we're about to head out as soon as Farron's done telling his story.
So we hear it through the radio, effectively.
We will fight in the seas and on the beaches.
Yeah,
I still haven't gotten a good look at him yet, have I? Because of this crowd.
No.
I just heard his booming. Oh. All right. Yeah, just whenever little buddy's done, I'm here.
And
All right. Go back in. Say okay. Go up. See what Nathan's doing. Say we're trying to take as long as possible so Farron finishes his story at this point. So going to gathering Nathan and Dagger and everyone else. And all that, hoping...
If you look for Nathan, you will find him in the room that he and Dagger shared. The cat is still asleep. He has finished writing that note. He looks on edge, like really, really on edge. Are we departing?
Just as soon as Farron finishes his most recent tale.
Do we have that time to waste?
Something bothering you?
Remember that conversation that we had, that I wanted to have with Farron about the group and how we would move along? In that conversation, he effectively turned the entire argument against me by questioning my belief into my own oath. Which is true, I was lacking, and I'm working on fixing that. I think he's so worked up in his story that he doesn't realize he's slowly betraying his own oath. This is power that he did not gain from working for it. This was a challenge, and he was rewarded way beyond any measure of reason.
As you can see, Britt has been smiling this whole time, just like, oh gosh, this is like more of a wordsmith. And as she's hearing this, her smiles slowly going away into concern.
Sorry to drag down the mood, but this just doesn't feel right. Seeing this happening from the guy who lectured me.
That does. But unfortunately, it's not what we can do much about the wills of the gods.
Sure.
At this point. From what I see, it is that the god he worshipped set out a challenge, as any other normal person would, and was rewarded for it. It is a bit off-putting, but...
And out of everyone in this group, I was expecting Farron to be the only one to deny that offer. He would have said, at least before this fight, he's slightly grinning at that. Is this an insult? Shortcutting my way to glory? Taking the quick and easy route to get to power? I'll work my way up to become a deity, a powerful hero. Why would I accept such an easy way out? And I kind of go quiet again once I realize the cat is still sitting next to me. It just feels wrong. I'm rambling on. I kind of grab the sword and get out of the room. Are we moving?
What would I know about Trugmar?
History check.
Question. I talk about Trugmar all the time. Can he have advantage? I
Sure.
literally...
Sure.
Mainly,
It's hard to hear
I'm
David.
wondering. I'm trying to think for if denying a gift from Trugmar is a bad thing, as in you deny him, it deeply offends. Here we go. Almost 18.
18. So, basically, most legendary warrior that walked in this world, killer of dragons beyond number, basically the sole person who defied the Empire's will and just got away scot-free, did whatever the fuck you want. He is the embodiment of strong take what they need and what they want. Might makes right is basically this God's way of life. If you are given a blessing by him, no matter how meager, that means he sees something within you that is worthy to be blessed.
And anything of denial of the gift would lead to anything?
You never heard anything about someone denying a gift. You can only assume two things. Either nobody has denied a gift, or those who have denied the gift never got to say anything else after.
Nobody lived to tell the tale.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one I'm trying to say. I'm gonna relay this from what I gather. He's Tarumak is
Rugma.
a Trigmar, which I yep, he made two T's, can't figure out which one's which. But he is a proud deity. I can tell you this, that he wouldn't give this power lightly if he had, one, proven himself, and two, he didn't see something in Farron that is worth uplifting like that. Can't say what would have happened if he had straight up denied it, being as how I don't think anyone has denied it, and or in his case lived long enough to talk about denying it.
The saying is there would have been a challenge if he denied it.
There would
Tell
have-
me, do you really think Farron would have passed that off? Passing it off admitted that he was scared of something.
I could not answer to that, for I'm not Farron. I would definitely
He will answer.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'd rather not have our family get into heated argument. Please.
We'll be honest, this is not a thing that's debated for the family. This is just a debate between Farron and me. And that started as a debate for family. After he turned it into what is effectively a discipline for me, he must be accounting for the fact that I will fire back.
Well, that is something I can tell you about him, is that you definitely will accept that challenge.
I know.
Such is a paladin of glory. Anyways, we should be on. Unless you have anything else that needs discussing.
Nothing for now. Let's just get moving.
Okay.
Wait, actually. One more thing. Have you seen Nora around? I might need to talk to her for a sec.
She was with Chadwick last time I checked, and he's outside.
Remind me, what's the kid's name?
Laura.
Laura.
Okay, so we have a Nora and a Laura?
Yep.
That's gonna be confusing with the accent, with everybody's way of speech.
Well, I'm going to go with.
Huh?
I'm going to check in on Laura.
Made you think about it.
Well, there's
Is she listening to Farron's story?
yeah, she's basically down, looking down from the second floor through the what's it called, the railway down. Where Farron just goes, yeah, and I don't know, it's a random. Go on quickly, Farron. What are you even talking about?
Oh, and that's when we got the final blow on the Baron. Bleeding. The gross, grotesque creature taking its final, faint, non-existent breath.
As he seems to be wrapping up the Baron story.
Walking down the stairs. Farron, how high is your passive perception now?
It's 16.
Fuck. Okay, that's kind of fascinating. I was assuming it would be like fucking 24 by now.
Oh no, there's look. I'm very good at very few things.
Okay,
But I'm
in
very
that case, if you randomly look towards the stairs, you will see Nathan mumbling about stuff, but you won't hear anything.
Hmm. He's being rather in as he kind of wraps it up, as he sees the people start to gather, he notices you and he gathers the other notices the others slowly being gathered by Brit. Starts wrapping up the story.
Go! There are several battles, more to tell, more to hear. But I ask of you all here today, share songs of the great journeys, the great battles. Bring hope to the people that no evil will stand against our might forever.
And he kind of like dusts himself up as he gets ready to go off.
So, live life to the fullest. You won't get a second one.
And he jumps off whatever chair or thing he picked up to stand so that the crowd could actually see him.
By that point, Nathan would be behind you, straight up looking you in the face. You know you got a second life, right?
Looks at him. Second, like, okay, I don't. He kind of this catches him off guard.
Laddie, excuse me?
I mean, you died before, didn't you? I'm not saying this loudly, like a few people around would hear, but I'm not saying it loud enough for the entire room to hear.
We did.
So much about not getting a second chance.
I'm making my way down the stairs with everybody else while this is happening. Say, all right, everyone, clear out. Story time is over. Yes. You've all been a wonderful audience, but just like that, we all meet Farron and his
Well,
heading out.
a lot of people scatter. A lot of people work here, so they stay.
Yeah, no, those people. Unless you're working here.
Stop.
I just imagine.
bartender
I
looks
just imagine a Brit just like looks down upon this guy in this
All right,
horrendous.
everyone out of here except you. You can stay.
No. I just imagine.
Because you
Brit,
work here.
I imagine you have a stare off with the bartender until he realizes, oh yeah, he fucking works here. Just like this.
Any hoozle, that's what's happening during what you're doing. I'm trying to clear the crowd. Right.
As that's going on, Nathan, can you describe your complexion or expression, however you want to phrase it?
Disappointment.
Disappointed.
And he looks at you. That kind of trying to gauge your intention behind this. As you see, like, the ember glow of his eyes looking at you.
There's something you need to get off your chest.
His voice drops. And there's a bit of hostility in there.
Hmm. The kind I rarely heard from the old one unless he was disciplining me. Why did you do this?
A good story. Brings hope to the people.
Kind of looks around.
I don't mean the fight. I mean the blessing.
Blessing.
Look at you. You're no dwarf anymore.
Oh my god! Holy shit!
Seeing you in that room, I was considering drawing a sword towards you because I considered you a demon for a second. You look tyrannical.
He looks, and this you have
Ran for the
seen.
fact that I know your voice. I know your intentions, your way of speech. Honestly, I was scared in that second. I don't know what took you over. Some demon possessing you. And apparently this is a blessing.
You look and
Why
you
did you do
see.
this?
Sorry. You look and you see a unfamiliar sense of anger in his eyes. But but in moments you've seen this. You've seen you don't think you've ever seen Farron give a glare this hard. As how tall are you, Nathan?
Exactly 6 feet.
Exactly 6 feet. There's a breath, and he pulls like a finger in as he like kind of motions you to get close to his height.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Do you get close down to his height, or are you just gonna stand for him?
You do.
He grabs the front. I forget what type of armor are you wearing.
Currently a breastplate, so you would basically have to grab him by the collar.
Grabs you by the collar, and you felt Farron's grip before in several situations, whether it be suiting armor or testing your stance on a fighting style or etc. like that. But his grip feels ironclad like never before, and it's warm, uncomfortably so. He drags you in. Don't you forget, every ounce of power you have beyond the swing of your sword is a blessing from the gods. Your smites, your spells, you don't own them. They're gifts. Don't act so
Of course they are.
grand.
Of course they are.
And so what
But
right...
I would like definitely to know which training regime you went through to get this iron grip.
And he
The gods
looks at you.
enhance our divine magic, that is true. We do our rituals, we do our blessings, we cast our spells, we use our smites. But our bodies are our own temples. You should know that best of us.
Kind of looks at you.
To be honest, your tenets, they tell you to sculpt your own body like a perfect stone sculpture. But you went ahead and ruined what you sculpted and shined for decades, and you just cast it over with foreign iron that you got from a god.
He's like at this point, he's looking at you, and you can see that he's thinking about your statement, which you're not sure if it's a good or bad thing, but he lets go of the grip. Our job, charlatans, is to prepare our bodies for the blessings and the wills of the god, whatever form that might come in. It's not always a straightforward path, not always a clean scoop. But the world needs more, and we must be willing to give it. You want to look into a child's eyes and say, no, I won't be able to protect you, because I'm too prideful to take on this gift, to take on these charities, because that's what it is. It's charities. Perhaps charities well afforded by people who think we deserve them, maybe, but charities nonetheless. And stare at a dying man and tell him, I refuse the power to save you. That's what you want me to do.
You wouldn't refuse the power to save you. You would work for...
That's what this is. He kind of looks out, and you could kind of see frustration. This isn't just like
yes,
anger.
working onto it.
Don't you get it? There's no time for that anymore. This is bigger than us. Bigger than what we have. The world depends on us.
Is. It always is, and you were the one who said when the race is too fast for you, run faster.
So I did. But we don't have to run alone. I fight for Long Chadwick. He's my legs. That isn't some unfounded
Do you
gift.
even need
that is
Chadwick anymore?
Chadwick will have the time. And one day he'll go through a similar trial to mine. And that day may be very soon. And the gods will ask the same of you, Nathan. And they'll ask the same of Dagger. And the same of Brit. Because the gods need us to be ready for what comes next. Are you going to turn it down?
I won't.
That's right. Because it's your god. Because they have given you almost everything you possess now, and your job's just to be ready for it.
I was ready for the challenge they posed to me and ready for the gifts they gave me. I was ready.
But my point
That
is,
is no
out of
crime,
everyone
no
in this
break of
group,
oath.
you're the first one I would expect to turn down this challenge. This gift, because I know you would take the challenge yourself. Just seeing how this affected you is... It's making me sad. You're angry. This is the kind of wrath I've never seen from you.
Kind of.
You hear, both of you hear. Okay, how many of you are in the?
I'm
Yeah.
there.
Probably everyone by now.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is not really the most subtle expression.
Yeah, this
I
isn't a
am-
subtle conversation anymore.
All
I
of
am
you,
just out of their periphery, just in case things get.
okay.
Ugh.
All of you, as
I still
Fuck you
haven't
gonna
seen them.
do?
there is heat from Farron's just body. The raw power emanates, and it blinds you, and it's basically hot inside. It is hot. You're all sweating. It's fucking awful. And then all of a sudden, as if a cool wind blows through the fucking open door, you all hear a voice simultaneously in your head. Including you, Chadwick. And it's that of Elena's, but a lot more old and tired. There's no joy in that voice. You were never chosen for. I learned that personally, that it's always a coincidence. Maybe Tarumak gathered you up for some potential. One has achieved it. Maybe more of you will achieve it. But do not see yourselves as the great beings of power. This moment. See yourselves as tools. Because that's what you are.
Kind of looks. Now, see, I assume there's some level of dissatisfaction in both Farron's and Nathan's face. I don't know about Nathan.
Definitely.
But he looks.
My closing statement for this before I move on. But don't worry, I will keep to my tenets.
Jesus Christ.
Not my fair. And he kind of Farron looks a bit what you would describe as dejected by Nathan's statement. That Nathan, you don't think you've ever actually hurt Farron's feelings. So you're not sure exactly what it looks like when you do. But this statement, you look like you hit a kink in the armor. And you see a moment flash of an immense burden, frustration, disappointment, and none targeted at you in his face. And perhaps the first time that you've seen proper expression of any form of weakness from Farron. And he says, an uncharacteristically quieter voice. Aye. That you will. And the heat of the room chills further. And he walks towards Helena. Helena, got a message for you. Kind of motions to follow along. And if Helena follows, they walk outside of the room.
Elena does nothing. She just stares at you. I am not blind. See what you do. I know what you want.
He nods. Aye, good. And he looks back. Wait! Dawn's out of his chains. I try messaging him again. And he leaves the building.
Where did Nathan
As-
go?
As you
Currently
leave the
still in
building,
room
you
waiting by Brit.
Let me go closer to you. Honestly. I still not sure if that's really is Farron. At first, it's disbelief. I just hope he'll be okay. Kind of look at you. Are you? Am I quiet?
Nathan is. No, I can hear you.
Okay.
Uh, do you know that kind of mix of anger, sadness, and just frustration after an argument?
yes.
Nathan is like really deep into it. He wants to destroy something. But
Oh no.
Nathan.
breathes in a few times, kind of like stands up again. Yes.
Kind of put a hands on your shoulder. It'll be all right. I'm sure he'll be back. But
It's not change that can be undone.
not really. But we can hope for the best. I'm sure something will happen along the way that'll make this a little easier. On the road, let's, if you're up to it, I wouldn't mind crushing a few boulders with you. Kinda hoping you.
Yeah, just a grin, and Nathan will see to that.
It's therapeutic.
Chadwick, where are you at the moment?
I would be outside the building still, so when you leave, you'd walk right by in front of me.
Yeah, you sense something's off with Farron. You know him well enough. You don't need no insight check.
Hey, have you seen? Wait, bro, is that you?
Yeah,
You,
finished the.
you look different.
I finished Trugmar's trial.
You passed the trial by. Congratulations, man. That's some bold shit you pulled.
If only they all saw it like that. You look. There is a
you are one of the very few people to have seen Farron at anything but his best. And you look, and you know this is a situation where you kind of have to take him outside for a walk. The only other person that's seen Farron properly like this would be Britt.
She's a bit preoccupied at the moment. And
With that said, my back is cleared. I'm picking you up, and we're just walking.
Oh. Nathan Good, quite the backbone.
Yeah. Well, you know, fishbone tends to get stuck in your throat. It gets agitating, doesn't it?
He leaned into me, talking about how I betrayed my oath and ethics by accepting the trial as a gift.
I heard the story. You fought hard, and you accepted a blessing from your god. How is that not pursuing your goals correctly?
I don't know. I think Nathan sees it as cheating.
You can see her however he wants. I know you. And I know you wouldn't take a shortcut, but you would accept the honor of a gift from your god.
You know, I try carefully to follow the tenets of tenets. The times like these, I remember the tenet of subjectiveness. Mortality and mortality are subjective, for at times some live and some dies and others don't even have. We don't get no guarantee. In 5 minutes from now, a god bigger and stronger could come next to me, wall up off my head, and there's my journey's end. The fact we get anything more than that is a blessing. Nonetheless, it seems destiny and family. I value family, and the destiny that's proposed, both from the god and from Tarumak. I own a life debt to Tarumak, and so his orders are near absolute. And the family he created here, I have taken great responsibility in protecting. Over these many years, I have tried very hard to take up all the burdens life throws at me. And fought every bit of my weakness that ever shown at any point, because I know that even detrimental to myself, detrimental greater it would be to those that rely on me if I were to falter in any more.
That's why
And
I'm here. I'll shoulder everything that you...
Yes, I can.
That's why I'm here. I know you shoulder a lot, and I'm here to shoulder you.
There is a family, like there is a smile on his face at that statement, of a sympathetic, genuine one.
But one day, I hope the rest see just how hard I work. But I know, if I said anything as such, it would be taken for my typical prideful banter.
Just promise me you'll never become too big to rely on me.
I'm not sure I would want to. Besides, you gotta ready up for your challenge. It won't be much longer until he calls you.
With that, I'll kind of reach back and mess his hair a little bit and get him a smile. We're gonna get this together, man.
It's not my job to understand how the others function, nor for them to be grateful to what I do for them. The destiny's bigger than ourselves. Tarumak wanted me here, and I'm gosh darn good at protecting. So I have a feeling. As long as I make sure they make it through here alive, he'll be okay with what happens.
Once again, if you ever need anything, you know I'm here for you.
Mm.
I can carry a lot more than you know. Trust me.
Always one to surpass expectations, eh? Right.
I have to when I'm working with you, man. You know that.
Uh, that it is. Well,
Oh.
one moment. Or we should probably make our way back now. Oh, I got something for you. And he taps your side, Greater Steed, and suddenly, Chadwick, you feel either the ability or the presence of two wings on your side.
I'll
Find
start
Greater Steed.
just into the sky. Oh, this is cool. This is fucking cool.
Oh, standing. He got hung. And with that, we'll make our way back slowly after some dancing. That is scene
no.
cut.
While this is happening, I'd like to try and talk with Elena a little bit.
Helena observes all of it from just the end.
I don't suppose you have a second.
I mean, she looks at you. She shrugs. Clearly, she's open. You can tell her anything if you want.
Telling her? Asking. It's obvious that you know a lot more than we know of what's going on, and
There's tiredness in her voice. She says, "Comes with age. Everything does."
and I'll ask again. Before we head out and continue this journey, as that supplies both of our goals, is there anything you'd like? You're not telling us that would greatly either help and or clear things up as to why.
What?
What?
She seems to just eye you for a second.
Why? Why now, and why all this?
Sighs. Because now is the time when I get to have my revenge. Not 2.5 millennia ago, when people around me declared that I'm a god empress. Not 2 millennia ago, when the empire marched east. Not a millennia and a half ago, when the Platinum Seas rose to power. Not 700 years ago when Trugmar died. Not 700 again when the whole continent went to civil war. Not 270 years ago when when in the sky the moon shattered. Now, why? Just shrugs. Because that's how fate's decided, I suppose.
Revenge on who?
Roll me a persuasion check with disadvantage. Cause she told that before.
Why are you making the goddess repeat herself?
And no.
18. She sighs, she looks at you. Eyes you for a bit more. Because I chose to. Because that's what you do when you love someone and it's taken away from you, and then you have the eternity to do whatever you want. I've never seen myself as a god. People have. It chose to walk away. There's nothing but vengeance on my mind.
Oh boy, do I know the feeling. Granted, haven't felt it as long as you have, but in any sense, I'm happy to have you here. Of all the ragtag groups you could have followed, glad it was us.
She just kind of looks away.
And with that, Brit's going to walk away and make sure everybody else is okay until we need to let the other guys come back.
I do like the fact that 2 hours almost passed and you didn't step foot out of the fucking village. This has been great. I, for one, I'm very happy about how these things are going. So,
We're losing time, dipshits. Let's get moving.
would you like to walk? Would you like to go? Or would you like to do anything else?
We need to figure out what we're doing now.
We're walking!
We're walking.
We're walking, you fool!
Well, with that said, if enough time's passed, me and Chadwick are back.
I'd like to say, is anybody who notices you?
Well, it's very hard not to notice Farron right now.
Yeah, kind of just more of the whole coming in on a flying magical pony now.
With that said, Farron, like, as he gets in, yells out, "Alright, time to settle up. No more time for resting or conversation. Got things to do."
Yep.
And he pokes his head, and he gets back outside and waits for the rest to gather up.
Going outside. I'm assuming everybody else is.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's just keep
Indeed.
moving.
Okay. Oh, let's go. Let's get this show on the road finally.
Finally.
I mean, it's not final. I'm genuinely very happy that this happened. This was so good. Man. Well, it's literally the fucking Scarface scene. When I thought I was out, they pulled me back in. Oh, that was so good.
And
Honestly,
With that
I have a feeling that every little thing that we go against each other for gives you butterflies at this point.
No, but it
Drama.
does reinvigorate me. It's like a fried sponge put in the water, just like
Dry put in the water. Ew.
Yes, but dry sponge in the
Alright.
water also. Just, anyway, Anyway.
Yep,
Oh,
with that
dry
said,
sponge.
Farron kind of like, as everyone gathers up, assuming everyone does.
Nathan is facing
Alright.
Brit.
Kind of looks. Wait, hold. Nathan is the one speaking. Alright, I'm gonna have to talk about a bit of a change of plans. All eyes over here. And it's kind of like, they get to the, like, the front of the group.
Slowly glancing over.
Why does
That's good,
Chadwick
sir.
has wings?
I learned my magic a bit better than I used.
Ah. I don't
With that
like
said-
this.
We're in a situation here. The gods have seen fit to put us in situations where we are to grow our abilities beyond they are now. And each journey is separate from one another. But we still have a very concerning priority upon us. The boxes. Given this, the time constraints we have, the fact that we'll need to do some investigation to tie in some leads. I would like to recommend that you and the rest of the lot head off to Halasha. It's by far the most dense area and the hardest place to find, given the context we have. Me and Chadwick can quickly sweep up the and traverse the terrain. You guys can't back down. To be frank, I won't be much use in a situation like Halasha, and you won't be much use in a situation of traversing terrain quickly. We'll have to divide and conquer if we want to do this all within meaningful times.
When and where will we be meeting up again?
I kind of with that said, I look over to our borrowed friend Celestia. Given she's our only mode of teleportation, what will likely happen is whoever finishes their quest first will meet up with the main group. Nathan, on your end, you'll have to do some investigation on that fancy stone you were given.
Believe me, I know where to go.
Hold up. Are you telling me you're gonna split party members
The
to
taboo, the ultimate
And
taboo.
that's
That is-
why we never split the party.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Oh boy, indeed.
Just saying, it wasn't my idea.
With that said, however, looks over to the bird. If we finish first, she can teleport to Chadwick and teleport us back to where you are. But nonetheless, the amount of things we need to do before that time clocks down and uncertainty breaches its ugly head has increased gravely. So, any objections?
Weren't we being, watched by people? Are they going to be mad that we split up? I don't want animosity right away.
Fair concern.
We'll
Though
tell
I
them
think
where
we
we
can rest
go.
at these.
You?
The only thing they're worried about is traveling interplanarly. As long as we stay on this plane of existence, we should be fine.
Oh, there are other people who hate our movements as well. You know exactly that we're being followed by the cat, and just saying, she really doesn't like the fact that we have discovered a mode of transportation beyond just riding on land.
Well, if she can tag one of her golems on us, we'll take the golem for a ride.
We'll still inform her about it.
Oh, hold up. You can tell if you're looking, she's not happy.
You think?
You think?
No, there's no denying. She's not happy with the suddenly. It's like,
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
I get why you're suggesting it. I have to say I'm strongly opposed.
I understand your caution, but Britt, you'll be safe in Halash for all things considered. No grand assault will be taking on that place on that city, and if it does, people strong or stronger than me will be there to prevent something like that. It's a large
It's
city,
not
a lot of
me.
people.
I am me and my group that I'm worried about.
Raises an eyebrow.
It's you two. As much as I am aware that you've grown in power, it still doesn't sit right with me.
Let me label this clearly then. Even if something were strong enough to take me and Chadwick down, the likelihood of you all making a difference is not great.
Holy shit!
He looks at you with the. He just looks at you. That was not a statement of of great pizzazz or flair. He stated that as a fact.
Araxis, just tell me.
Huh? Tell you what?
Just look in DMs.
Oh god.
I don't want to lose anyone else.
I promise. I'll be safe. No glory hunting beyond the boxes. I'll keep them closed until we meet up. This is scouting. This is what Chadwick's built for. And I'll just make sure he's alive along the way. None of you will be able to keep up with us.
Dagger is slowly walking off in a seemingly random direction. For...
Parrot seems focused on Brit. I don't know what you're doing, Dagger. But...
I'm pulling out my maul.
I am tired of this change. Ooh.
I am currently going to attack the boulder out of frustration for all this stupidity going on, this high-rise action, and all of these horrible changes happening all over.
Yeah, just roll a d20. Yeah, you hit it. There's all of a sudden the satisfying crack moments after the impact. The stone is shattered.
Assuming that catches all of our attention then.
Yeah. Like our
Dagger's
breaks. And
Dagger's ears are red. just his ears from the side of his head are redder than anger. And he speaks up. Not often does he do it, but he speaks up.
Why must everything change so rapidly? I've been holding my tongue for the beginning. Why must we be one to go through this? This change. It's too great. I can't process all of this. One of our sisters dies. One of our brothers leave. Another changes. Another leaves. Will this change never end? Can somebody tell me why does this all have to happen? I know I'm not the smartest. I'm not the brightest, but this is driving me insane.
Dagger.
It's hard to keep calm.
Roll me 4100. Oh god. Ooh.
Oh fuck.
I want everything to return to balance. Everything calm and leveled. I want it to return. The peaceful days.
So oh god. This fits so well. So Dagger, the boulder that you smashed into a few bigger chunks and a dozen smaller pebbles. As you're having the speech, everybody else can spot that the stone beneath his feet move. Kind of like roll away. First naturally, then unnaturally. And then you see almost little by little, from the smallest to the bigger pieces, start to float up behind Dagger, causing almost this wide arc being assembled from the stone.
Dagger.
I'm not done. This...
Dagger.
What is it?
Behind you.
Dagger, as you look behind, you see a massive mirror about 12 feet tall and about 6 feet wide, mere 2 feet away from you. Beyond it, you see endless plains of summer. It speaks to you in calm, quiet peace, unchanging, unshifting. Can you roll me a wisdom saving throw?
The pearly white gates are calling to me. I see a light. Saving throw, right?
Yes.
Okay. Wisdom.
Oh boy. So, as you're looking upon the gaze, there's this calling. And then you snap out of it. You still see the thing, and you hear something beyond. All of a sudden, you all see through this massive mirror a caravan of massive elk, much more massive and bigger than you ever seen before, being escorted by minotaurs. Large, not ones of demonic kind. Their furs are dark and light brown. A small, about a caravan of 20 or so are passing by. And Dagger, because you're the closest, you spot one of them. You know one of these individuals. It is the innkeeper parentheses of the Hack Talon, seemingly walking through these plains as well, with the caravan at the back. Dagger.
Sorry, just gonna type you something. It was a question.
Let's see. Check something.
Doing that. Brit's going to yell out, Dagger, get away from there! Don't know what that
Give
is.
me a second. Hold up. Where's the Minotaur? That one. Okay. Remember the Minotaur, the cool Minotaur that was chilling?
Yeah, in the library?
Yes.
Yeah.
You see him in the fields, walking with the caravan. And seemingly he's the only one who spots you all through this mirror or portal or whatever it is.
I'm guessing that field is just perfect, isn't it?
It is. You don't even know if it's the moral play or just Fey Wilds. It looks pristine, as it's literally as far as I can see, and you don't see any mountains, no trees, no nothing, just plains.
It's
as
all
far as-
leveled,
Yeah, it's
perfectly balanced.
perfectly balanced.
Should be. Now, honestly, you all saw Dagger loosen his grip for a bit on a small. A perfectly calm area. Perfectly level terrain. Balanced.
Dagger.
His shoulder kind of tenses up for a moment. I cannot live a lie! He smashes the gate once more.
Oh, you smash it?
Oh, fuck that. I can't abandon those I've sworn to protect. I'm not giving up. Not yet. I have my frustrations, but I have my convictions. I won't give up. Never will. I will
Can you roll
restore
me?
the balance in this
Can you
world.
roll me one perception check, because you're the closest to it.
All right. Perception check, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man. Best perception check.
Oh boy. So, with a single bash, all of a sudden the whole mirror becomes unstable and wobbly. As you hit it again, it becomes to break down and the pebbles start to fall, the smallest. As basically the whole place destabilizes and dies. The last image you see, or images before, it's nothing but the grasslands before you that you are present now, is that of several what seems to be copper dragons wandering the plains as well. Just come to the view to your right.
Yeah, Theron, I think we might need to have an intervention. He seems rather violent. I don't really. That's weird.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Repeat that. What did just happen?
I
You're
don't
out
think
of
he's saying that loud.
earshot.
Yeah, I don't think he heard that. I kind of say back to him, don't worry.
No. Like Araxis, what the fuck happened?
So
Like-
basically the last images you saw before the whole mirror portal whatever
Yeah.
shattered was to the right in the vision. You saw several copper dragons walking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm guessing the portal's now dead, gone.
Yep.
It's over.
Every single pebble rock that was now lifted up in the air shatters and basically falls to the ground.
One spin of my maul and I put it on my back. My back still turned to the party. I'm taking a
Aaron
large
begins
breath.
clapping. Like, just like a
Um,
small clap. Not marking or anything. He seems genuinely impressed, Dagger.
As you put it away, as soon as you do, no.
Araxis.
You know I had to do
As
too.
you do, you feel somebody come up behind you and just give you a massive, and I do mean massive, one that only a Brit
hug.
bear hug can give you.
Yeah, but you're not getting me off the ground. Just saying.
No, you're not. I'm not. And inside, so she's like, "Oh, thank God."
I made my choice. There are many opportunities to leave.
I look back at all of you.
I'm never going to forsake my family. Now, where are we headed?
Wow.
And Britt looks Farron looks over to you. And he looks
Brit's
over
turned
to you.
around to Farron is here.
Yeah. And he says, "I know it's scary, but have faith in us. Dagger, Nathan, Durgo, the rest of us. We all care very deeply for this family. And that's why we're willing to sacrifice so much for it."
I'm grabbing each of one of you brothers and sisters together for a big hug.
and
Not even like I don't fucking care. I'm hugging you guys. And I'm saying,
yeah. Well, she just
Apart
cuts it
from my
and so
God,
that's what.
You're the only
Grabbed it.
You're the only ones I believe in the most.
And when we're
All of
done,
you.
and once the hug is done, I'm going to, like, straighten myself up and turn towards Farron. Say, "Are you sure about this? That you two can handle it?"
It's 2 days. That's all we need. It'll take 3, maybe 4 days if we all go. Besides, a city like Halash is much better suited for you than it is.
And I want both of you to look me dead in the eyes and tell me you guys will be fine. Okay.
Have you ever known us not to be fine? We can handle ourselves.
I can't promise Destiny won't deal us a cruel hand. What I can say, it take hell itself to keep me away from you, Lord.
Well then,
And the destiny would need to deal you would have to be the worst in history for you to fail now. Be
Brothers,
safe in your journeys. I can't see you from there.
brothers, try not to have all the fun. Leave us a few skulls to crack.
then
Don't worry.
I will-
He pulls up his hands. The vault and other shenanigans will be waiting us when we get back. We'll try to keep it peaceful till then.
nods.
there's a firm hand on the shoulder of Farron. It's like, I promise, and then I will promise to you that by the strength of Dorn, I will keep the rest of everyone else safe. Have my word.
Alexis, can Brit get a
That was
D100 for
technically
that?
prayer.
Can that be a D100 right there? That statement. Come on, that is the most. Look, I know some things of Dorn have changed, but obsessively protecting family members to an unhealthy extent is kind of his thing. Let him roll for this, man.
Can you wait, shut up. I need to rehear what you said, Rick. Can you repeat yourself? I just want to hear you word by word.
Should have written it down.
I have it.
I
if you need it.
promise on you have it.
Yeah.
What was
Something
that?
along the lines
What was that,
of-
Farron?
It was something along the lines of, I swear by the power of Dorn, I will protect
Yeah.
you and our family.
Protect the rest of my family.
Yeah.
While you two are.
Oh my god. Let me check something. 1, 2,
All the
3,
I hope
6.
I hope
Okay,
you're good.
roll me a D8, a D12, and a D100.
Wow.
That's a new combo.
That is a new combo.
8.
6.
Yeah. A D12.
12.
And
And a
yeah.
D100.
The do I care? How much should I care?
Oh!
And the let's see how much I do it.
Oh my. Man. Fuck. You know, you're to paint a picture. This whole intervention, this whole thing that has happened, you're basically in the outskirts of the village. A lot of people still see you, and if you go south for about like 3 miles, you hit the Emperor's Road. But there's plenty of roads to lead east towards Split Boulder, or Boulder Split, because there's plenty of walk paths. So nobody has walked past you. As you make your declaration, there's one individual that walks by you. What seems to be a simple peasant woman, human in her mid-20s, seemingly carrying just a random basket. She all of a sudden drops the basket as you said that, and turns to the entire group.
Ah, fuck.
The first thing you see from your perspective is Inca all of a sudden takes a step back and has her hand by the rapier.
Following the image, then
all
hand by
of a
the
sudden,
longsword.
there, in the blue eyes of this woman, there is this look of disinterest as all of a sudden she looks at you, Britt. And then there she sees a smile as her eyes turn silver.
Oh.
She clasps her hands together. And then she kind of looks at you again, Britt. You hear a voice. Less of a human voice, but more of a echo roaring in the distance. Oh, is that so?
Like a genuine question?
Yeah, in your head.
I'd say, I mean every word. My family is the most important, and I would do anything, and I would do everything to protect them.
Is that you cackling your exes or the old lady?
I am cackling. There's no cackling. This is not an old woman. You wanna?
Oh, I'm not saying shit.
She sighs, stretches a bit, and all of a sudden her skin, for brief as the moments, revealed the silverish shine, and then dissipates back into normal skin. Okay, you'll do.
Okay,
she immediately goes towards you, and she goes to you. Just starts walking. What would you like to do?
Divine sense, just divine senses.
Yeah, divine sense.
Yep.
Divine sense.
Honestly, I
Imagine
want to
just the entire group's eyes will glow up at basically exactly the same time.
How do I
As
describe this?
as I walk towards
Honestly, I'm
confidence.
I'm using detect magic on this person.
No.
I'm looking at them with detect magic. I want to see how much power they have. Am I gonna barf from
That's
this?
right.
I don't know.
She has no magical sense that you can sense, but you feel everybody who goes divine sense, you sense
Actually,
incredible
no, I don't.
potency of celestial that is caked in fiend.
Brit does not, because she's pretty certain who this is.
Me. So what are you gonna do?
Walk up to her.
Okay.
This person.
So I can't even sense a faint aura.
No,
of magic
no, no,
around
no,
her?
no.
Like,
No, no, no.
Wow.
So all of a
Must be hiding
sudden,
it.
all of a sudden, she just kind of grabs you, and the first thing you see, like, notice immense strength from the grab as she grabs you close, almost uncomfortably close, Britt. And you realize that her knuckles are now scaly, but nobody can see it because it's basically so close to both of your chests. She eyes you for a few seconds, bites her little lip, and then looks beyond her shoulder upon the crowd and spots Nora of all people. Oh yeah, by the way. Cool stuff. She snaps her fingers and vanishes in sparkly, silvery, just mist. And now Britt's gone. My fucking god. Fuck. Shit. Okay. Fuck. Yeah. Now you lost the leader.
Question.
Yeah.
Religion check?
Religion check.
Who the hell is this situation?
I'm sorry. What just happened? Who poofed?
It would be more of a history check. Brit.
Okay, history check.
Brit poofed?
Yeah.
Well, challenge number
I'll give
2.
you
Go,
time to remember
fucker.
this.
Chadwick can also
I'll
roll a
assist.
history
Oh yeah,
okay.
actually,
or an insight. Okay.
I have a 31 on that history check.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Sorry, what's
Okay.
up?
Okay.
Dagger going, God damn it.
Well, here's the thing. You don't know anything about this creature or entity or whatever the fuck just snatched Brit. But apparently she made an offering to Dorian, or I guess gave an active pledge, and she just walking by. That alludes you to one individual that would do
Be this bullshit.
or knows, yeah, do this bullshit. And that is Julie.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
That
Bye,
would
bitch.
that would also make sense why she said this, to Nora to keep up with the good stuff. That means, unbeknownst to Nora herself, she got acknowledged by her, inspiration, if you will.
Oh!
And now there's Julie, somewhere with Brit. Oh my fucking god, I dread this.
This is gonna be fun to see.
Oh,
later.
hello, little one. How are
Right.
you?
Brit, are you ready for an ERP session?
What? What?
Eh.
Okay,
Is
With
that
statement-
is that
Is that
a
factual?
real challenge, eh?
Oh
What
no.
the fuck? Hey, don't shut up! Don't accept that. Gross.
with
You
that
don't know where it's been.
with
You
that
don't.
said-
Brit, you don't know where it's been. Put that thing down.
Ha!
Spit it
Nope.
out right now.
Joke's on you! I'm into
Alright.
that shit.
No.
Alright, with that said though, as our leader has literally just vanished,
Yeah.
I am sorry guys. Fair now looks over. Well then. The immediate turn. No,
Hyperventilating.
Don't concern yourselves too. Well, I'm gonna be honest. The situation could be better. Let me bring you in on this. Even though a brief glimpse of what her powers are is all I can perceive, I only know one person from my stories that fit that description. Looks like she's been invited to Julie's activities.
Activities.
I'm sorry. What activities? Worry.
The second.
I don't know. She's said to have burned down churches before or some shenanigans. I don't know what she's capable of.
Ethan gets incredibly red.
Honestly, I have this face. Just a second. Where is it? Where is it?
Bloody
Just
hell.
realized, ironically enough, this is something I never thought I needed to bring up, but Nathan blushes in blue. Like light
Oh
blue.
no! Oh, somebody has a crush to Julie. Oh
No,
fuck!
this is embarrassment. This is
Oh.
embarrassment. Like, oh shit, oh no.
Oh no! Oh my gosh!
Like second there's embarrassment specifically for like Brit. I'm so sorry for what you're going to have to go through.
Oh, ugh. He kind of shakes his head. I don't know. Regardless, she's in the hands of her gods and the gods' followers. This is unfortunate timing. And he looks over to Nathan and Dagger. And he's sizing you up at the moment. Do you think either you are capable of leading a group to Kalash?
I'm sorry. Wait,
By the way, this is the face. This was the actual face.
Yeah. Simply put, we're down a leader. This is really bad timing, given.
we can still do the journey as long as Brit appears near us at some point. We all know where to go, right?
Kind of looks at the other people.
Lasha is big, but I assume it will be possible to meet up again.
You realize something?
does.
You realize something fucking hilarious?
Brit has a sending stone.
No, something even better. He took the child.
No!
I'm just going to just try to not think about that.
Wow,
I'm
do
just
you
gonna
feel
No,
like something
no,
is
no,
wrong?
no. Araxis, fuck you. At the very least, could.
Look, Brit's
You
there.
seem to
Brit will
misunderstand.
die for
Julie
that
is
child.
evil. Wait, you seem to misunderstand.
Was.
Julie is evil, but was evil technically is still kind of tending towards evil.
Yeah.
But she's not utterly heartless. She doesn't just kill and eat a child without any good reason, unless she wants to.
I mean, she
What
might have
wording?
gained-
Great.
she might
So,
have gained
my
an
personal
appetite.
assumption. Yeah, so my
Will you
personal
shut up?
assumption of this is going to be effectively a magic mansion that's like in a fucking demiplane or something, or a
Oh,
teleport,
no.
I don't fucking care.
I have
And
a
the
bad
child is sitting outside this room, like eating like a few cookies or something, and you just see the door shaking in the background with like a giant black label across it. Do not look inside.
Alright, well, yeah, everyone just looks out in the distance. It can, for a moment, just
Honest-
thinking about the hell just
Oh
happened.
god. Ugh.
Regardless,
No, circle. No.
with that said, though, Farron looks at you, and he looks like he's asking a legitimate question here. So, either you feel like you're up to the challenge of leading the group in Halash.
I guess until Brit returns, I could. I don't think it's a great idea, but I don't want to slow you down on your conquest through these lands.
He looks at Dagger to see if he's okay. To see if Dagger's willing to follow Nathan here.
I would follow through. As troubling as these past, well, today has been, we still have things we need to do, and we'll have to do it. I believe that Brit will be able to accomplish this challenge, like you have.
He nods along.
It still pains me, though.
It does. But Brit would want us to keep going. So we have to keep going, so when she comes back, she can be proud of us, not anything else.
Let's just skip this speech. We have a long way.
He kind of nods. Wise words. Alright then. He kind of looks over to the bard. Well, looks like your lassie's watching you. I hope... So, I understand that you have a way to get off to Halasha. So he tosses her. He takes off one of the earrings off of his ear. and tosses it over to her. When you need to get back to me, there is your key. You lot.
She snatches the ring like midair, and then looks at the fucking ground where the fucking silver mist subsides. There's some silver residue at the very bottom. Not a lot, but it sparkles. And she just kind of stares at it, kind of baffled, blinking.
Honestly, how would a Dragonborn not be baffled by this event?
So, let's not let our observers down. He kind of claps his hands together. Let's get going. Nathan, I have high expectations of you. We don't see eye to eye on everything, but we have a duty to fulfill beyond our personal grievances.
Indeed.
I expect near perfection from you. And he,
Nora?
You're damn right.
So,
and with that, without any other words, he nods to you all, and telepathically he says to Chadwick, "All right, off we go."
And I will take to the air.
Most majestic land. Yes. Fine Greater Steed has replaced the Fine Steed I had on him now, meaning he has wings.
Oh, yeah, because they're level 14. I just remembered.
They fly now?
They fly now.
You basically see as the same color as fucking Farron's hair. Fucking wings sprout out of fucking Chadwick. Chadwick, these are not good color schemes for you. But it's practicing colors you can fly.
I'm going to get a headache.
And yeah, and Chadwick and Farron have separated from the party. Nathan, good luck.
Oh my god. Oh
Looking
my.
at
Literally.
Man.
So question, Eric, are we gonna be able to stream that mini session?
We will.
Okay.
When the time comes.
Boy!
The problem is you're
Time
gonna
to
be
get banned
fucking
on Twitch. Let's
stranded.
go.
Man.
before we leave off.
All right, I have one of the stones.
Anyway, so I guess Farron goes to Boulder Split, and now I have to basically run two campaigns separately as one group goes through fucking the capital city of the plains, while the other is going to go on a oh god damn it. Now, this is gonna be great.
Araxis, if you want to make it a little like balanced in terms of parties, I could totally just like meet Farron and Chadwick before I meet the rest of the
Oh
party.
no, don't worry,
back.
don't worry. There's gonna be time. Also, didn't you say you gotta go like for a handful of weeks?
Yeah, true.
Schedule.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to get a new job where I'm off on Saturdays
Well, let's
this
hope so.
month.
Let's hope so then.
With that said, I think Alexis, given all that's happened, is this a good place to end
No.
where we are?
No.
No.
We keep going.
It's not
So-
enough.
All right.
So,
Has
as
it been it has not been
teleportation,
3 hours.
as basically the Boulder Splitter goes Farron and Chadwick to Halasha using teleportation from Nora goes all of you. As the same process goes, she has this nice little doll.
Before that, even, I would like to update or like rewrite the note on the table for the cat. Apologizing. Quick note: apologizing for the fact that the party split up. It was outside of my power. I couldn't do shit about it. I'm not mentioning the part about Brit.
Goes away from She goes to sleep for a few hours, and we do this shit.
Only. I'll inform of the rough trajectory that I assume the smaller scouting group is going to take, and the fact that we're headed to Halasha via teleportation, sadly. And before that, I weighed it down with a silver coin. I'm exchanging that for a pile of 5 gold coins.
Okay. Oh boy. Anything else?
After that, nope. After that,
No?
no. Actually, is there a bartender in
There
the inn that
is.
we were staying at?
There's a man in his like 30s.
Yeah. I will tell him. In case over the next hour or so, maybe even tomorrow, roughly an elf, a bit bigger than me, a woman, approaches with dark hair, and she asks where a certain group of paladins went. Where we are off to Halasha.
He kind of looks
She
at you
kind of got separated from us.
and nods. Here.
For the troubles, I'll pass him 3 gold coins.
Okay.
You had my attention, but now you have my undivided attention. It's even better.
Yeah, but with that, we're off.
Okay. So, give me a second. I need to find the proper music. Oh, this is gonna be nostalgic for you,
Oh
Ken.
no.
This is gonna be nostalgic for you, Ken. There you go. So, as the woman grabbed you and snatched you somewhere, it is pleasant, like flying for a few seconds until you crash into the ground. And also with the crash, you hear a child pant. As also looking to your right, you see Lara.
I'm going to quickly, as soon as possible,
You
rush to her, make sure she's
can't you
alright.
can't move. You cannot budge. You don't know why. Your vision is murky, wavy, and then you see the figure of this, woman in her 20s change rapidly into this dragon-born humanoid creature as your vision fades and just kind of swims. You don't know how much time has passed or where you are, but you hear some sort of melody in the air, singing, beaming pleasantly. You smell the ocean. You hear the distant waves. As you open your eyes, you seem to be somewhere on a rock or a rocky ground. You look around, you see grass, some trees. Distant, as you look up a bit, getting on your back, up, sitting up, you see figures walking in the distance. And then you look around to see where the fuck you are. You see what you assume by the sun. Well, to your left there is Lara, asleep, alive and well by all means. But looking behind you to the north, seeing where the sun is, you see this mountain, or I guess almost like a hill. It is about 30 feet, about 50 feet away and about 30 feet high. Beyond it, you see sea as far as the eye can go. Countless of waves bashing to each other. And looking up on the hill, you see two individuals. You know two of them. There are two individuals. On your left, or on the left on the hill, there is the individual by the name of Doran, the Herald of Io, the master of the Iron Scales. To his right, or I guess to the right, in front of him, you see a tall, sleek, metallic humanoid, eye shining yellow, wearing old, almost what seems to be unwashed clothing of some naval officer. You recognize him as the current king, I guess the Soul King, the Archipelago, Lecter. As soon as you notice both of them turn to you. So, my good sir, my good fella Brit, you're gonna have your own gamble for power. Let's see how much you can win. Oh boy. So, my good people, the paladins, anything you wish to say before introduce your no survivors?
Smite. I was mute.